It's time for eRadio Business Focus, and joined today by Zelda Higgins, all the way from Dubai. She is going to tell us all about a very interesting concept and a very interesting business called Tarmark Couriers. Zelda, a very big hello to you there in Dubai.
Hi, Ian. Thank you for having me. It's just a pleasure.
It is nice to have you, and it is. I never thought I would interview you on the show because we have a bit of a history, and
Very long history.
it feels a bit strange. I mean, the other day you were still teaching me and helping me with my history homework, and look at us now. How strange is this life, eh?
Life is weird. Now you don't have to learn about Nepal anymore. We can talk courier services.
I love it. Zelda, tell us a bit more about your business, Tarmark Couriers. You are in partnership with Naomi Chivangi. And when and where did you start?
All right. Tarmark Couriers is the brainchild of Naomi. She's in Bryanston. She is my partner. She started this business in 2019. She came to Dubai. She used to work for Air Zimbabwe and Ethiopian Airlines, and later on for Airlink. And when she came to Dubai, she was looking for something to start. And she went on different Facebook pages. Like, we have lots of South Africans in Dubai and in the UAE in general, also in the other Emirates. And she realized that there's a lot of requests for parcels to be sent to and from South Africa for South Africans. But there's not a lot of scope there. It was Post Office or DHL or other companies, but it was a very small pool to pick from. And she decided to give it a go because she knew the ropes after working for different airlines for so long. And she started Tarmark Couriers. I met her about 18 months after she started. I used her service, and that's how I met her.
Wow.
I haven't actually met her. You cannot believe this, but we've never seen each other in real life, only on Zoom.
Sure.
But I started using her service, and we started chatting. And at some point she told me, really, I have this connection with you, and I feel like we need to do something, because we realized we were two ladies, dynamic, opportunistic, very driven, and we wanted to do something more. And that's how it all started. We registered a business here in Dubai, Tarmark Global, and we did a free zone company. And that is how it all started. And the connection was instantaneously, the business exploded, because suddenly there was somebody in Dubai that can speak Afrikaans, do quotations, talk to the clients. And a lot of these people I already knew from before, because I've been in the UAE for 19 years now.
Wow.
So the pool was absolutely unlimited, and we started. And after that, our company has really gone from strength to strength. There is lots of people sending stuff back to their families in South Africa from the UAE, and also from South Africa. There's loads of things that they feel they cannot get a similar item here. They would rather have it from South Africa, so family members will send it to us.
Okay. Now tell me about your services. What exactly can I send via your service?
Okay, we like to tell our clients that we can send anything, and we literally mean absolutely anything. There is nothing too big, too small, or too dangerous for us to send. We do have a lot of paperwork for certain items, but we can literally send absolutely anything. Medication has some additional administration to it. Also, if we import cars, because with importation of cars, there's a lot of things that we need to keep in mind, whether it's left hand or right hand steering cars. And there's a lot of things that we need to do, but we've done it, so it's possible. We've done motorbikes. We can do cadavers to keys, like literally absolutely anything. We also do pet relocations. We do relocations of people going back to South Africa, like their whole household.
Sure.
And sometimes it's just a little thing. We have a special promotion for mini parcels, because people need an ID book or a checkbook or a driver's license, or they left their keys in South Africa when they were there on holiday, or a pair of flip-flops, or something that is not expensive, but they need it back for either sentimental value or practical value. And to spend a lot of money to just send keys somewhere is ridiculous. So we came up with the mini parcel idea.
Yeah.
And it works very well. We consolidate a big box, we put all the little things in there, and the airline charges us for the box. And that way, people can get small items to the UAE as well as bigger things. Like we can literally send anything. On air freight, we have some restrictions. We cannot send perfume, candles, or alcohol on airlines, but we can send it on sea freight. So we can absolutely send anything.
Sure. I suppose the question that we could also ask is it safe?
It's very safe. Touch wood, we've never lost any parcels. We've had some items damaged by airlines, but there is a backup plan for that. We don't sell insurance to our clients. On sea freight, they can do, we advise them of insurance companies that they can use if they want to do it privately. But otherwise, airlines do give some compensation for broken items. It's part of what we pay for. But so far, we've really had amazing service from the airlines and from the sea vessels. No missing parcels, nothing seriously damaged. So it's very safe. People are very concerned about theft. That is their main concern.
Yeah.
They're not so much worried about natural disasters, whether the ship capsizes or gets wet, or they worry about theft. So we send our stuff in a container that we seal from this side, and Dubai is really very safe with that kind of thing. When it goes to port or to airport, we go and we collect our container ourselves and we open it ourselves. So nobody can get anything from there without us knowing. We know where your items are all the time. So it really is a very, very safe service to use.
Zelda, I suppose the first question that really popped into my head was, is it expensive? It sounds like it is quite expensive. Is it?
Okay, at the moment, we are literally the cheapest in the market. And the reason why we can do this is that we are two females managing this business. There is very few middlemen that we need to pay because we do everything ourselves. And we are a consolidator. So we don't want to charge exorbitant fees. We wanted to offer a service that is affordable and high class without giving people any additional work or cost. So we do a door-to-door service. We do the clearance and the customs for everybody. You don't have to go anywhere to pick up your parcel. We send it we pick it up in Dubai from your house or your villa, and we take it to South Africa and we deliver it there to the door of the family member.
Sure.
So why we are the cheapest is because we consolidate. We want to send more things as a community to make it cheaper for everybody because we move big volumes. We don't do a 24-hour overnight service because that means that every little thing that goes by itself has a handling fee. So if we usually send air freight and sea freight every 12 days, by that time we have such a big volume of stuff together that it becomes one handling fee and it becomes a lot cheaper for our clients to use our service. So for that reason, we can really offer our clients a very good price.
You mentioned perfume earlier and alcohol. Is there anything else I can't send via your service? That's like a big no-no.
No, we can literally send everything. We don't send anything illegal.
Yeah.
And if there is something that we need special permission for, especially for medication, we have to do this. The UAE has very strict laws when it comes to medication. Codeine, for instance, not allowed at all in the UAE. So those kind of things we cannot send. But if it's a prescription from a doctor, we just ask the health authorities here for permission, and they grant us the permission to import this medication. But really, there is very, very few things that they will not allow. after we requested permission for certain items. So as I said before, we have moved cadavers, we do pet relocations, we do ammunition import for hunting.
Sure.
We can do different kinds of paperwork like ID books and passports. And that's just how the whole process is very easy. We send you a quote after you send us the dimensions and the weight of your parcel. You accept the quotation, we pick it up, and we deliver it to your family.
On average, Zelda, how long would you say it takes something to reach the destination? Or does that depend on what exactly I'm sending, of course?
Not really depend on what you are sending. From the UAE, we guarantee a turnaround time of 15 days by air freight. On sea freight, we guarantee it within 65 days. Normally, it's less than that, but we always tell our clients that because we are consolidating, we need to wait until we have enough to make the price worthwhile. So 15 days on air freight, 65 days on sea freight from the UAE. We also have an office in the USA. From the USA on air freight, it takes 30 days because we only send one shipment a month from America. And for sea freight from the US, it will be 75 days.
Oh, that's not bad at all, Zelda. I mean, you're doing quite a big thing there, so people wouldn't mind waiting. You say, but now
Absolutely not.
Let's just
most of the time we get parcels like 2 or 3 days before the freight actually leaves. So people have had their parcels within 3 days before.
Wow.
So it really depends on when we collect your parcel, when was our last freight sent. So if our last freight was sent yesterday, you are going to wait 14 days before it arrives. But if our last freight was sent 10 days ago, you might have it within the next 3 days.
Okay, now that makes sense. Let's just recap the process. I want to send something. I'm in South Africa. I want to send it to Dubai. How do I make it happen? Do I contact you? And then how does it happen? Like from step one.
All right. So you contact us either on WhatsApp. We do a lot of WhatsApp business to Naomi in Bryanston or to me in Dubai. From there, we will ask you to send us the weight and dimensions and contents of your parcel. We then quote you on that. If you accept the quotation, we go and pick up your parcel. You pay us and we get it on the flight. When it reaches the destination, we take it to the door of the receiver. So it's a very simple process. There is no customs to be paid because we import it as personal goods. And our clients do not have to do any paperwork. They don't have to go to the airport. They don't have to do customs and clearance because we take care of that whole process for them. So it is absolutely the easiest thing in the world to send anything over. People are sometimes a little bit worried because they don't know the process. In lots of cases, they have to go to an office to collect their stuff. What we try and do is to keep it very easy because a lot of the time people from Dubai are sending goods to their parents, which are elderly, cannot drive anywhere, and it's a massive headache for them to get the parcel to the actual address of their parents. So in that way, we want to keep our clients happy and do the family thing because we know a lot of the time it's a mother sending things to her son or it's children sending things to their parents. And just so easy, we get the job done. You don't have to worry about anything.
You make it sound really easy, you know that.
It is an easy process. People are overwhelmed sometimes by the whole thing. We've had a guy in Port Elizabeth who wanted to send a motorcycle helmet that he's bought from a company here in Dubai. So our shipment was leaving that evening. So we quickly went, we collected the helmet, we took it straight to the airport, and a day later he had it in Port Elizabeth. And this guy couldn't believe what has just happened.
Yeah.
And he said, you know what, I always thought he says, I'm so intrigued about this whole process because how can it be that easy and that quick? I open my door and here is the helmet that I just paid for yesterday in Dubai. So these things do happen. It's not a very difficult process. Other times when it takes longer, it's because we sent a shipment today. Tomorrow you bring us some things and it's going to sit in our warehouse for 12 days before we send the next shipment. So there is sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but guaranteed it will get there without any hassle.
Well, Zelda, I would also be amazed, just like that guy, because that almost seems impossible. But you guys are showing us that it is doable, and that's really awesome. Sisters doing it for themselves, eh?
Absolutely. We are very proud to be a female company, all females, and we really are very close. We work together well. We annoy each other sometimes and say, why haven't you done this quickly? This client needs this or that.
Yeah.
But it's also making the process shorter. It's quicker to resolve issues because we're only the two of us, Yeah. So we can quickly make decisions on things that need to be done immediately. So it is really not a difficult process. There is a lot of work and time that goes in it for us because there's loads of administration involved, phone calls, pickups. But yes, we are doing it for ourselves. That's for sure.
Well done. That's fantastic. Now, Zelda, I'm a bit scared to ask you the next question, but I suppose we have to go through it. What is the funniest item you've had to send from one country to another? Now, you've mentioned some funny items already, so I'm a bit scared to ask you.
We send all kinds of food stuff, dates and chocolates, and we send clothes and we send electronic stuff. So yes, things with batteries, very entertaining. And we've recently had a very strange parcel. It was this little box that was picked up from a client in South Africa. She originally asked for a quotation for medication. So she said it's nothing that needs special permission, so we can just go and pick it up and all that. So we picked up a little parcel, but it was a tiny, tiny box. And I received the box on this side, and there was no address on it. So I didn't know what to do with this. So I had to open it to tell Naomi what was inside, so she can try and figure out which client sent something similar. But inside this little box was another little box that says super glue. And I'm going, that is so strange that somebody would pay all this money just to get a little box of super glue to Dubai. And we couldn't figure out what was going on because she told me nobody's asked for super glue to send. I mean, she doesn't know who this is. So I opened this, and inside is a little bank bag, the coin bags, little Ziploc bank bags. And inside this bank bag, surrounded by tissues, is a stool sample bottle with clear liquid in it that we had no idea what it was. So then she said she knows whose it is. This lady said it's some kind of medication. So we delivered this parcel in Dubai to this lady, and this happened yesterday. So today I am going to phone her because I am so intrigued about this clear liquid. How can that be medication? It's maybe 50 or 60 milliliters. It's not even a lot.
What?
Why is this so important that you would send something like that to Dubai?
Wow.
We are curious, and we will ask her what this was.
Yes, you must tell me. We must do a follow-up. I'd like to hear what that was. I'm just as intrigued.
I will let you.
Now, Zelda, you are doing your bit for charity as well. I love that. Tell us about your charity drive at Tarmark Couriers.
Both Naomi and I have a soft spot for charity. I think, as you know, before I did a lot of work for Jacaranda House in Pretoria in the past. And we are doing something similar because now it's easier for us to send things to South Africa, because we consolidate some of the things that people give us in Dubai to send to South Africa. There's a lot of people with extra clothes, stationery, blankets, toys, educational things. The children are grown up and they don't know what to do with this. It has very little second-hand value in Dubai, and they would like to give it to somebody, but it's expensive to get it to South Africa. So people donate things to us. I send it from Dubai to Naomi, and she then collects it and sends it to my mother in Statlerville. Now, in Statlerville, there's a lot of farm schools. There is also government schools in Statlerville, and a lot of older people that are needy. So my mom washes all these things and she puts it all together. And then the teachers of the different schools will go to my mom's house and she will request a certain item for a certain age group. So if she says we need clothes for an 8-year-old boy, then she takes it and she takes it to her school and she gives it to the person in need. So it's not a case of we are collecting things and it goes somewhere and we don't know what happens to it. We know exactly who's receiving what. We have control over it, and we really try and support the children and older people. There's a lot of people in their 70s that are struggling. So this is the age group that we support at the moment. Naomi has a big idea of doing a drive in Johannesburg. She wants to take some of this stuff personally around and hand it out to people that she knows can use it well. So our charity drive is something very dear to both of us. And what we will do is we will soon make an amendment on our website for people to donate, first of all, if they want to donate anything, or if there are people in need who would like to apply for us to help them, then we will follow up on everybody and see how we can help people.
Zelda, that's great. Now my final question to you would be your contact details, website, social media details. How do we get in touch?
All right. Our website is www.tarmarkcouriers.com. The spelling is Tarmark, Tarmark Couriers. So that is our website. There's a lot of information on there. We also have an Instagram account. We have a Facebook page. We will shortly start with also our LinkedIn profile. We are building our LinkedIn profile, so we can do that. And then can I give you the phone numbers if you would like? Then people can WhatsApp us from any country to these numbers. So my number here in Dubai is 00971 50348 9930. Naomi's number in Bryanston is 0027, is the international dialing code, and then the number 81331 6998. And our USA numbers, we've got two numbers in the USA. It's 001469 508 3951 or 00181 761 72627.
Thanks, Zelda. And then your email address?
Our email address, there we've got two email addresses. The one that comes to me is uaefreight@tarmarkcouriers.com, and Naomi's email address is info@tarmarkcouriers.com.
So get in touch if you want to send something. These ladies are going to make it happen, and they do it really fast and affordable as well. Zelda, that's fantastic. It was great to talk to you today. Zelda Higgins coming to us via Zoom all the way from Dubai and talking about Tarmark Couriers. Go and check it out, tarmarkcouriers.com. Zelda, thank you.
Thank you so much, Ian. It was lovely to talk to you.
And to you.
Tarmark offers you reliable freight services for all your high-priority consignments. Trust us to get it there, whether it's by road, sea or air. At Tarmark, we're all about efficiency, honesty and integrity.
I cannot recommend Tarmark highly enough.
I would highly recommend them to anyone. Thanks for the great service, Tarmark.
Thank you for the great, efficient and wonderful service. You are truly phenomenal.
It's the best feeling.
Thanks, Tarmark.
No matter the size, type or frequency, we have a service that will suit your needs, delivered on time and safely to any destination in the world. Find us on Facebook or visit tarmarkcouriers.com. Tarmark, trust us to get it there.